Okay, thank you all for coming tonight. For those of you who aren't aware, 7th Street in West Oakland has an incredibly rich history. We can move around here. It was an incredible and lively center of the blues for many, many, many years. Tragically, with the BART construction and the post office construction, business was interrupted for a long time, and many of the clubs and the whole environment didn't survive. The street was bought up by someone who left it blighted for decades until its current rebirthing. It seems like many years ago we had a wonderful community planning process to improve the streetscape on 7th Street. It was a very wide street. People couldn't cross it easily. We had a great process with Walter Hood and many community members to plan how to make it more of a community street. And Margot Prado from our staff was very instrumental in participating in that and finding us a good person to help us do it. Since then, we have also brought in some new businesses on 7th Street, Mandela Foods, the Co-op Bank, Tony Coleman's Bikes for Life bike shop are really bringing in some 21st century commerce. It wouldn't be about 7th Street if I failed to mention Esther Mabry, owner of Esther's, the last club that remained on 7th Street until her death in May of 2010. She was known as the Grand Lady of 7th Street, and her club hosted people like Etta James, B.B. King, Aretha Franklin, and Al Green, and many more. But Ronnie Stewart is the Oakland Walk of Fame personified. He's been a persistent champion for the Bay Area blues and its history. I've known Ronnie for many, many years. He played at my husband's memorial service and really is a part of my family. So I am really honored today to tell you about how he contributed to the 7th Street concept by saying that we would put into the sidewalk a Blues Walk of Fame and also have some eye-level written information about some of the incredible greats who played on 7th Street. So what you're seeing here is what the designs will look like that will be in the sidewalk on 7th Street. We funded a little bit of it out of our back when we had pay-go money. We started it, and we'll be doing more fundraising for it as well. So I just want to give Ronnie the mic for a few minutes or not minutes, my colleagues will kill me, but certainly for a moment to tell us a little bit more about the plan, and thank him really, and thank all of you, and perhaps you want to introduce some of the folks who are here today to really remember and commemorate the Blues Walk of Fame.
Thank you, Nancy, and thank you for being a pioneer in pushing this and helping this happen. There's so many great people up here. I don't know where to start. I guess I can start with the oldest musician here. This gentleman is Gino Landers. Gino started playing in 1948. He's the oldest living, still playing blues musician. And this gentleman, he turned down a gig with Michael Jackson. It's a long story, but he went down to Hollywood and he turned around and came back. But that was the Thrill album, y'all. And he played with Johnny Hartman. Then we got Terrible Tom, who shined. Which president's shoes you shine on 7th Street?
President Truman.
Yeah. And we got the gentleman who I love Bob. He taught me how to play guitar. He played on 7th Street with Charles Brown, Jimmy McCracklin, Laura Folsom. But Big Bob, I probably wouldn't be standing here, but he's one who really put me into the music thing. Teddy Blues Master Watson, over 60 years in the business. He's going a little bit slow. Henry Delton Williams, Motown designer. Remember the red suit that Richard Pryor wore, the white one that Marvin Gaye wore? He designed it. When Martha and the Vandellas was at the White House a few months ago, he designed them uniforms. So we got Jeannie Tracy. If you listen to Burger King or Toyota or what else, all the commercials you've done. And Sylvester, y'all remember Sylvester, King of Disco around here in the 70s, y'all too young. Well, she was part of 2 Tons of Funds. And she was on 7th Street. What? Wally Trask, this is my man. I love Wally. I used to watch Wally at Havens Court. When I was in Havens Court, he'd come, and the first time I got suspended because the teacher told me to sit down, and I said a curse word to him, but I wanted to see Wally. I had to see Wally walk by. So anyway, Lee Ashford, y'all know his cousin, Nick Ashford, Valerie Simpson. So this is Lee Ashford. Book John Lee Hooker, performer, singer, on and on and on and on. And I must mention, East Bay Bureau Chief. He's retired now. KGO Greg Edmonds. Give him a special round of applause for he's on board with the Blues Society now. Dale Hart Johnson, him and Larry Graham, sliding the family stone, raised up together. The Green brothers, Marlon Green is here. Woo! Charles Akins, Baltimore Orioles. At one time. But anyway, this is something that is a lot of positive things about this project. New Orleans got its French Quarters, Memphis got its Beale Street, we got 7th Street, and we can bring it back to what it used to be as far as we can. So I'll shut my big mouth.
I just want to read our resolved that the City of Oakland hereby commends and recognizes the music they played on 7th Street Oakland Walk of Fame as a permanent historical piece of 7th Street's long and glorious music era, and be it further resolved, the music they played on 7th Street Oakland Walk of Fame is hereby and forevermore recognized as a historical treasure in the City of Oakland and celebrated accordingly in the City of Oakland and throughout the state of California. So.
I want to say thank you to Sonny. Sonny, you still here? Come on over here, Sonny. We adopted her. Come on, Sonny. Are you shy, Sonny? Redevelopment, she's the project manager, project director. So we've been all up to Sacramento, all looking at granite. Give Sonny a round of applause. There's 2 of them sitting there.
Thank you all for coming and for all the contributions that you've made to our city.
Ms. Nadell, I have Ms. Brooks and Ms. Kaplan. Otherwise, he's going to be running.
We can bring our instruments, but our voices instruments. Can we give him a
I would defer to the doo-wop.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Come on. You're my love. You're my angel. You're the girl of my dreams. And I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Daddy's home. Daddy's home to stay. How I waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend Ronnie told me you had teardrops in your eye, and Daddy's home. Daddy's home to stay. Thank you. All right. We tried. Oh, good. Ms. Brooks. Back to Ms. Brooks.
I just want to say thank you to the Bay Area Blues Society for things like that, for keeping the history of Oakland alive. There's such a richness in the music that has come out of this community, and we can see from what happened just now. You guys are making sure that all generations to come will know the true history of 7th Street and its value to not only 7th Street, but to this country. Thank you.
Ms. Kaplan, don't leave us yet.